Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Fish with Bish. Never fear, Bish is here. How we doing? Oh, right. I can see Seamus is here. Cameron's here. True North Angler's here. Thanks very much for dropping into the stream, guys. I had so many plans this week. I've done hardly any of them, to be perfectly honest. I was going to do the weather this tonight. No chance. What else was I going to do? I was going to do absolute loads this week. Not done much at all. I got to be honest with you. So there we go. Right, how is everybody? Seamus, how are you? Cameron, how are you? Oh, tell you what, guys, just about to lose my battery, which I didn't realise. So just bear with me a second. Oh my God! I'm still here, guys. Hang on. Never say that Bish was here, but now he's gone again. We have power. There we go. Wow. Right. Sorry about that, fellas. As I say, I spent so much time setting the camera up and getting it in the right position and everything. But I forgot that I got it on proper what's it. So went to Elon Marsh yesterday and I saw your YouTube card. Hey Cameron. Yes. I went fishing Wednesday. The guy sat directly opposite me, a fella called Adrian. Wait, it's Fish with Bish. So brilliant, absolutely great stuff. I'm not drinking out of a lens, by the way. It's a comedy cup. Did you have a good day, Cameron? Nice fishing. What did you catch? Tell me. I know. I went, as I say, I went fishing Wednesday, and it was really hot. Yesterday was just. I wouldn't have liked to have been sat on the bank, to be honest. To be fair, fishing was all right Wednesday, but caught everything late on. Yeah, I think you should be all right tomorrow, Seamus. I think the weather's quite nice. As I say, I wanted to set up the weather and all that kind of stuff this week. See what I have got this week. I'll save it. I'll show you when a few more guys come in. Where are you fishing tomorrow, Seamus? What you fishing for and whatever? Are you after Big Mama, or where are you going? I tell you what I have done this week. While I'm waiting for people to tell me their answers and stuff like that. What I have done this week, I've tried to catch up on a few people's channels that have dropped into the stream, and also the ones that are quite kind enough to subscribe to mine. So I've been sort of chasing around trying to catch up with people, seeing different stuff. Perch and pike, and evening tonight it's his barbel. Oh, lovely. As I say, went fishing Wednesday. Caught a couple of carp early on, and then later on it was. I know. I'll see him soon, Seamus. Thanks for your telephone number, by the way, buddy, and I will contact you. But it's a bit pointless at the minute because I've got 1 week left, and this week, for some reason, everything has just flew by. I've managed to fish and I've managed to film, but I've not had any chance to edit or anything like that. So just bear with me a second. Right, sorry about that, guys. I'm back again. I ain't leaving a blank screen, but I'm sorry about that. Yeah, yeah, Seamus, I've got your telephone number, but it's been a manic week this week trying to get things sorted for the holiday. I've got 1 week left. Sorting out a hire car. We're having a bigger hire car, so no, it's all good though. It's all good. Going to Cornwall, a place called Coverack, which is down on the Lizard. Um, got my drone, taking my drone. Where I'm going to try and do a daily update of what's gone on, any little bits of pictures and stuff like that. It'll be like 2 3 minute little snippets every day, just of the Cornwall break. So hopefully there might be a bit of nature in there. Apparently, where we're stopping, we're right by the coast. We've got a sea view down into the bay. In this bay, they get seals, and they also get. There was a basking shark last year, just going around like hoovering up all the krill or the what's it. So that looks pretty good. So no, fair enough, Seamus. It's been. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And as I say, they're not going to be like my usual sort of loads and loads of this and that and whatever. Um, but there are going to be like little snippets, 5 6 minutes long, just of what we've got up to in the day, anything interesting or funny that's happened. But here's the big news: still, if the Wi-Fi is up to it in the apartment, it's like where we're stopping is like an old Edwardian hotel. Sounds really posh. This does. Old Edwardian hotel, and they've been broken down into holiday apartments. And we're lucky that we've got this beautiful sea view out the front. So, and it's got Wi-Fi. So if it has got Wi-Fi, fingers crossed. I will test it out. We might carry on doing the live stream not next Friday. We'll do a live stream next Friday. Might not be as long as usual because we're going on Saturday, but the following week we will do a live stream while I'm away. That should be quite good. So yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, Cameron was hot, wasn't it, yesterday? It was absolutely atrocious in the house. I had all the windows open all the way through, blowing through and stuff like that. So, True North Angler, what you been up to, buddy? Where have you been, or where are you going, or all that kind of gear, all that kind of stuff? I'll show you. No, I'll save it. I'll just give you a glimpse of it there. I'll show you a bit later. Seamus, you'll love that. That's a cracking piece of kit, that is. Oh God, 55. I used to work at when I was back in the day. How old was I when I worked at? Because I worked at McDonald's. I was 17, 18, something like that. God, it was hot then. Nice hot, cold shower. Yeah, I had a shower last night just before I went to bed, and just didn't bother drying off and just lay on top of the bed. That was quite nice. Yeah, it was pretty warm, wasn't it? Oh, 55. That would have been horrible. Do you know what, guys? I think I'd rather be cold than hot because at least you can put another jumper on, and it's a bit difficult. Let me just change the angle of that. Um, at least you can put another jumper on or whatever, but it's really difficult to cool down. I bought one of these little cube things from Asda, and if you can put ice cold water in and turn the fan on, the air blows across the top of the water, and that's pretty cool. Like, that pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Cool. It was cool. Yeah. So no. What did you catch, Cameron? Did you catch much? Because I should imagine it was a bit difficult. Really, they don't like the really really hot. Sometimes if they're up in the water, you can mug a few off the top, but a lot of the times they sort of shut down. Dojo, Dojo. Listen, guys, if anyone's not seen Dojo's video that he's put up today, please watch it. Please watch it because apparently we're all invited round to his, and he's going to do us a vegan banquet. No, he's done very very well. You've got some great stuff there, buddy. Some really nice stuff. I remember when I used to go down to the allotment with my granddad, and like, we used to pick stuff and eat it there and then, like raw. So you'd have a raw carrot or whatever. I just remember it being the sweetest food. Sunday lunch at yours. Need a big table, mate. Need a big table. But no, if anyone's not seen Dojo's most recent video, please go and watch it because he's had some cracking stuff. It's all right. There's a couple of pigeons fighting in the garden. He's grown some cracking stuff there. I love old. What's it? Let's have a look, camera. You got a couple of cars. I thought it might be hard going, mate. I think what's happening is they've just stopped feeding, mate. I think they've just gone deep, stopped feeding. When I went on Wednesday, there was loads of them cruising across the top, but none of them. There, there was none of the fish were feeding really. I had to sort of almost force them to feed. I managed to get a fair few in the margins. I've got a couple of lumps though, you know, 6, 7 pound at least on two of them, and the others were about 5 or 6 pound. I ended up with about 8 or 9 fish, plus some small stuff at the beginning. But no, it was yeah, Seamus, come on, shake it off, son. Friday, shake it off, man of your hard exterior and Thor-like body shape. Should be able to shake these things off. I know we're talking about that actually, talking about depression and stuff like that. I've got to be honest, I felt a bit like that at the beginning of the week. I just thought like nothing seems to be going right. And then sort of from Tuesday onwards, I managed to just shake it off and just. But what's happened this week is I've not been able to sort of get myself into the editing and all that kind of stuff. All I've done is I've just done a like a what do they call it, a bumper or a beginning part to my how-to videos, just because I wanted to make myself do allotment life. How you doing? Thank you very much for coming into the live stream. Anyone, please hit the like as you come in. That'd be brilliant if you don't mind, guys. Check each other's channels out as well. We're not in the let's grow, let's flow, let's go, whatever. We're not into that here. We just have a nice chat. Allotment life. I don't know if you've seen Dojo's most recent one. Allotment life. I've got to be honest with you, my friend. I've not seen your latest video. But if you look at Dojo's, I will look at it, buddy. We'll look at it because that's what I've done this week. I've tried to catch up with quite a few videos. But please have a look at Dojo's. Brilliant stuff. All the stuff that's coming out now. You guys, you gardening guys, allotment life and dojo. Do you have like when is your slack? Obviously, you've got your winter slack. Where is there a slack period where you're just waiting for stuff to mature, and or do you try and have like a block of I don't know whatever it is, like carrots come in and lettuce, then cabbage, then what's it? So obviously you have your seasons on them. But do you ever try and do carrots, sow 'em, and then halfway through the year, carrots sown. So you've got them coming all the way through the year. Is that how it works? Especially on allotments, I should imagine. Cameron, it's nothing special, mate. This live stream. I think I tell you what I like about this live stream. If I can say it because it's my live stream. What I like about this is we have you bunch of guys come in, and that makes my day. I look forward to it all day long, and I can't sort of I can't say enough how much Monty helped. Obviously, Monty, we don't see him on a Friday, but no, it's not really. But we don't see Monty on a Friday because obviously he's doing his bit for his community and everything. So he's doing a bit of training, a bit of teaching. But it was Monty who said to me, "Do a live stream," and I said, "Oh, I can't do a live stream and stuff like that." But I just thought to myself, "No, let's just do it." And I wanted it to be a chatty one where we just have a nice chat, or I have a chat. You guys just sit there and listen to me ramble on, and then throw bits in. Let me just catch up with the what's it? Let's sit back and take 5 during the summer heat. Yeah, but it is. Yeah, harvest so. So I should imagine you have to sort of almost calendar yourself and have like a diary of what should be where when to make the most out of the plot that you've got. I should imagine. Anyway, look forward to your live streams, mate. They're a staple for my Fridays now. That's very kind of you to say that, Seamus. And I always look forward to finding out what you guys have been up to, uh, what you've got planned, what's coming up, and stuff like that. So no, it's pretty good stuff. I really do enjoy it. As I say, last week I spent a bit of time just going around and trying to find out what like some of the channels that I've not seen and some of the guys that have come in. So trust me, allotment life, you'll be seeing a few comments from the Bish on your channel this week. Not because I feel I've got to, because I want to get to know if people are coming into the live stream. I think it's only polite that I find out what you guys are up to and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you have to judge it, I suppose. Yeah. So a few weeks later. Oh, the some just this is me showing my total ignorance now. I mean, I know quite a bit. I know a bit about gardening, but not the vegetable side of it. Are there complementary plants or complementary vegetables? So, for instance, would you put a cabbage with an onion, or would you put a carrot with a leek or something like? Are there some that you can sort of intermingle and they sort of benefit? Because I remember something about is it carrot fly or something like that. If you plant an onion or something, it stops them. Or but anyway, you tell me. Why doesn't it show what I print? I can see what you're printing, mate. Dojo's allotment specialist. Thank you, mate. You're working hard in the garden, mate. No, thanks, buddy. Thanks for just dropping in anyway. Yeah, that's it. Companion planting, so that do you know what I mean? So you're getting the best out of like whatever plants you're putting in. Excuse me, just drink. It is water. See you later, Dojo. We'll still be here. Don't worry. Yeah, that's what I thought. I sort of had this thing in the back of my head, and I also read somewhere or I heard somewhere, and I think this is one that not a lot of people know. But if you grow lavender as a border, it tends to stop slugs. So if you've got a small plot and you put a lot of lavender plants around the edge, I'm sure someone said to me that that helps stop the slug coming through. I'll wing it. Yeah. Right. A couple of things that I've seen in. Oh, I've got this thing that I'll show you. A couple of things that I've read in the press this week, in the fishing press. This is so, guys, gardeners, please bear with me. I was talking about there's like someone's done sent a letter into one of the papers. I think it's let me give him a shout out. It's the Angling Times, and sorry, it's Keith Arthur. Keith Arthur's. He has like a bit of a rant. Brilliant, brilliant guy. This absolutely brilliant. Um, what he's saying is when they check people's fishing licenses, you have to have a fishing license to fish. So on rivers and commercials and whatever, and the money should go back into the environmental agency, and it helps keep the rivers clean, helps keep the banks nice and tidy and stuff like that. But when they find people with that, and they prosecute them and they fine them. Now over here, it's basically name, address, and then you get a fine. And it's saying in the article that only 60% of people actually pay the fine. The rest are written off or just they don't chase them. But and this is where like an opinion, please, off people. It says here. In France and other European countries, anyone fishing illegally has their tackle confiscated at the time of the offence to be returned on payment of any penalty imposed by the courts. That sounds pretty good. Um, I'm just wondering, am I going to be done for copyright? This is in the Angling Times, so Angling Times, please don't copyright strike me. I'm just saying what a brilliant paper it is, and I'm so impressed with Keith and how it speaks a lot of sense. But I think that is a brilliant idea. I think that is a brilliant, brilliant idea because what happens is, as I say, they just take people's names and they go and they get away with it. So people who are paying for their fishing licenses, like me, Seamus, all the fishing guys that are here, and we're putting our money into looking after the fish and all that kind of thing. And these guys just come along, they're fishing illegally. Is something that I did not know. If you could, with a fishing license, you can fish with two rods, but they can be no more than 3 meters apart. Did you know that? If you fish more than 3 meters apart with your two rods, that's against the Environmental Agency's rules. I didn't know that at all. That's totally new to me. Seamus, I'm not saying who they are or where they come from or whatever. I'm just saying I agree totally with the fact that straight away it should be. I'm sorry, I'm confiscating your kit, your tackle until you pay the fine. Loads of people will pay the fine then. So um, I'm not gonna lie, I've always paid for my fishing license, mate. I do it as a point of principle. When my dad always complains, Spartacus always complains about how much it is. I wouldn't mind, but he don't pay for it. I bloody do. It's part of his. I do it as part of his birthday present. So I buy his fishing license and I pay for all the fishing trips we go on. But he's always complaining about it. But I said to him, I can't remember how much they are now, but a full adult fishing license, course fishing license, I think is about. Seamus, I don't know whether you've got the ability to look on your computer or whatever, because I can't do it here. How much it is, but if you say it's £40 over a year, that's less than £1 a week that I'm paying to go fishing on rivers and streams and God knows what. So, grand scheme of things, it's nothing at all, really. And like my view on it is, you can't be bothered to go and get a fishy. It's not like you've got to go to the post office anymore. You can just get it online as quick as you like. And once you've done it online, they just send me a reminder. John, do you realise that your fishing license is due? And then I just pay them. But there you go. 28 pounds. It should be. This is. I mean, I got to be honest, mate. Oh, everybody who's in the stream, I sort of. That's what I understood that they did. I didn't realise that they didn't do this. I have done anything legal. You say you've not done anything legal in all your life. I mean, I was naughty when I was a youngster. Gotta be honest. I wasn't the nicest of. Well, no, I was never horrible, but I mean, I was a bit leery. I was never horrible to people, but yeah, I mean, now you try and you live your life the best you can. When you've got kids, you try and set them a decent standard. It's why I never swear on camera very much, because my view on it is if I can't say the words without swearing, then it's not the right thing to say, is it? If you can't use other words instead of swear words, Trust me, I do swear though, especially on the bank when the little buggers get away. So like they can get it away with it without paying because it's only an act, not a law, and that's what they argue in court. Yeah, people. What happens is people tend to find out these loopholes, don't they? And then it all goes round to everybody, and then it should be made a law, mate. It's I've got to be honest with you. That it should be a law. Anyway, that's a bit dark. Let's talk another one. Oh, here's another one which is a bit dark. How about this one then, guys? This is different. This is in. Oh, I tell you what. Let's talk some good stuff, which is quite funny. Right, let me find it first. Right. Oh, yeah. You see this, guys? Mr. Crabtree. Those of you who don't know who Mr. Crabtree is, sorry, Anglers Mail. Please don't copyright strike me. We're just talking about you, the what's it. Mr. Crabtree, I'm thinking about doing a video as Mr. Crabtree. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a video as Mr. Crabtree. Yeah, you're right, mate. Talking of this, as Guardian Adventures has just said on the stream. I'm sure you've read it, guys. There's not many of us in here. No, I don't, mate. Sorry, I'm just reading allotment live. I do apologise about this, but I sort of see these things and then I start talking and then see these things again. I swear, I do swear, mate, but I don't use the worst of the swear words. Anyway, going back to what Seamus was saying, and if they don't want a license, go see fishing. You don't need a license for that. You're right there, Seamus, and that's what me and Spartacus are doing. Every morning we're going fishing. I'm taking my spinning rod. Seamus should be proud of me on this. I'm taking my spinning rod as a practice. I'm going to use some little soft lures. I'm going to use jig heads. I'm going to use spinners. I'm going to use plugs, crankbaits. I'm going to use them all and see how many we can. Yeah, we are too many armchair solicitors. Aaron's in the house. Aaron, brilliant. Thanks very much for coming in, mate. Yeah, those of you who don't know, Aaron has been with me in with the videos since virtually I kicked off probably about a year or so ago. Aaron, thanks very much for coming in. I just appreciate actually seeing your name come up on there, mate. Thank you very, very much for coming in. How are you, bud? You all right? I'm fine, mate. I've had a bit of a week of it where I've not sort of concentrated too much on YouTube. I've been doing other stuff. I got this thing here. I'll show you in a minute, mate. Seamus, listen to this one. This one. Allotment life for glasses are stepping up in all this heat. Yeah, it's heated arguments, isn't it? Seamus, listen to this, mate. I was up in Scotland, and if ever you meet Libby, she'll back me up on this. This isn't a fisherman's tale. There was some guys there fishing off a pier, and they got these big beach casts and flinging it out as far as the good and everything. They're bringing in a couple of dogfish and they had a couple of herring and stuff like that. And I got do you know those crabbing lines with the orange cord on? I got one of those and I put I knocked off a limpet off a rock, put the limpet on, dropped it all the way down onto the bottom, jigging it up and down, all of a sudden, and this orange line went flying off. I just managed I got my foot on the actual, what's it called? The actual sort of reel or whatever it is, big square thing, and the line goes around. I started yanking it in, and I had a wrasse that was about, weight wise, it was about 3.5, 4 pound. It was massive, orange. It was a brilliant, brilliant fish. Yeah, I'm mate. I'm so looking forward to it. I've got a Shimano spinning rod, 8 foot, and I've got a Shimano spinning reel. So how sad is this? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a I've got some deep diving lures, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the hooks off. I'm going to practice flicking it in the garden. And what I tend to do when I do that is I turn a bucket upside down to see if I can hit the bucket. So Mike sent me his email with his address, so I'm sending his picture in the next couple of days. I didn't go, Aaron. I didn't go to Mearside this week. I tell you what, for why. I went fishing with my dad, but my cousin Pete wanted to come to me. So what side he is? My cousin Pete wanted to come with us, and I weren't sure how long we were going to fish for. But Mearside's on my radar now. It's on my calendar because Mike was telling me about this place called Mearside. I looked it up. I found out where it is, and I actually parked very close to it when I went for in the winter. I went for a walk round Earlswood Lakes just to have a look at the lakes, and I parked literally about 200 yards up the road. Didn't even know it was there, but yeah, it's on my radar. I didn't go, but I am going to go probably when I come back off holiday because I'm on holiday not next week, the week after. So the problem, I think, a lot of my life, the problem with trying to it'd be even harder to police unless the boat owner actually policed it. Because when you're fishing on land and whatever, you can have someone just walk around and sort of, oh, you, mate, have you got a license kind of thing. But when you're actually out on a boat or you're on the rocks, I think it'd just be too hard to police. And I think that's probably the only reason they don't do it. Thank you, Seamus. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to having a flick out with that rod. I'm thinking of taking. I've got like it's the pole I use a lot now. Actually, it's only a 6 meter midi pole that I use. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that with some very light rigs, and if there's some deep pulls, I'm going to use that. See if I can pull out a few little blemmies and stuff like that. So great stuff. If you've not hit the like button, please, guys. If you're coming in, please hit it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to going fishing with Seamus as well. In the it'll probably be about 3 weeks, Seamus, when I come back. I might ring you actually while I'm in Cornwall to try and organise it all. Um, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So you'll have to show me where Big Mama is. I'm sort of behind on everything, like because I wanted to try and do 3 videos a week. I've not put up any this week, really. I think I put one up on Sunday, and that's two. But I've not done a painting video or anything this week. But I will catch up. I will catch up. So I tell you what, you could try and do, Aaron. Why not try this sort of fishing? If you've Aaron, if you've not seen Seamus's videos, have a look at Seamus's videos as Guardian Adventures, and try that. If you can't sit down, why don't you try a bit of stalking? It's an option, isn't it? And then just spend because then that way you've not got to set up on the bank like I do, where it takes me bloody hours. But recently, because of like having the drone and flying the drone, setting that up and everything, that takes 15, 20 minutes. Then there's the flying time. I've earned about another 20 minutes. Then I sit down and I've set the other cameras up and I've done the bit to camera. It's taken me about an hour and a quarter, an hour and a half before I actually start doing any bloody fishing now. But yeah, it's worth trying that because you could just do it for a couple of hours. Do you know what I mean? A section of a canal or a section of a river, just flicking a lure in and trying that. Sorry, and then you haven't got to sort of set yourself up and sit down and all that kind of thing. All you need is like a little fold out landing net that you can carry on your back and a little rod and stuff like that. So I'm willing to do whatever you want to do, Seamus. To be honest, I'm just so looking forward to it. Time's just run out for me. The time's just running through my fingers at the minute, trying to get things done. I've painted the daughter's bedroom. What else has happened? Oh, loads of stuff's happened this week. So, like my life broke the like button. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, it's an idea, Aaron. Do you know what I mean? Because the thought of not being able to fish because you know what I mean. You got to sit down and stuff like that. No, it's well worth it. What's it? Just talking about that sitting down and having trouble and everything. That as I mentioned, I went fishing with my cousin Pete. He's an older cousin of mine, and he's struggling with his knees and his hips and stuff like that. And he's a cantankerous old sod anyway. And we were sat fishing on Wednesday, and he gets up and starts walking. Oh, he's just gonna have a wander, and he does no more than walk all the way around the lake to this fella who sat on the other side. He's not hurting anyone. He's got a radio on, but his radio's like it's not too loud or anything. And asked him to turn the radio off, and the guy. I mean, fair play to the fella. He did. But I've got to be honest, I'd have probably given him his answer, to be honest, because it was not, it wasn't like playing out pop radio stuff. It was like a newsy channel, so Radio 4 type stuff. And then Pete come round, sat back down, and went to sleep like this for about an hour. Not good, not good. Anyway, Aaron, yeah, I'm going to pick a light lure rod and have a walk around the canal. I'm doing it, Aaron. I've got to be honest, mate. I'm going to have a go on holiday to get good because there's no trees, there's no one watching me, so I won't be embarrassed. And I'm just going to throw a few lures out, see what I can get. Most of this will be on a GoPro because I've got two GoPro harnesses. I've got one where the GoPro sits there on my chest, and I've also got one where it sits on my shoulder. The reason I did these because you can, and I've also got a GoPro thing that slots like a peg slots onto my cap, and it sits there. But you've only got to do the slightest head movement; it just takes the camera everywhere. But if it's in your chest and you angle it right, it gets everything that's in front of you because it's wide angle. So, like my life, I'm behind with vids myself, Bish, trying to catch up with too much work. Mate, it's like I can't use that excuse to be honest, but everything sort of just seemed to be, it's the weather. Could be the weather, I think. Probably with you, Seamus, as well, feeling a little bit under it this week. Excuse me, just feels a little bit oppressive, I think, don't you? But I'm not going to moan about the weather because I quite like it. I have a plan if we start early morning, we can fish for pike and perch in the morning in my other spots, and as a treat, I'll take you to my secret, a spot to catch barber and mama. Oh, mate. Need live bait to tempt her out. Or, do you know what? It'd be funny, Shamus, if I caught and you never. We'll have to have some kind of challenge, won't we, bud? Some kind of challenge for the biggest perch. I know I'm going to lose, but I don't mind having a bit of a challenge. But there you go. Baby Taylor, not seen your live stream before. I know you came in on that other one that I surprised myself by appearing on this live stream. I was just setting up. I was just setting up my camera, and I always make sure that the microphone's working and stuff like that. So I always do a private one. But instead of setting a private one, and it come up for a few seconds. Baby Taylor, I did notice you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I know I'm the best. But what do you have you got a channel, or are you an avid watcher of like channels and stuff? But nice of you to come in. Thank you very much for coming into the live stream. Watcher, brilliant. Please hit the like up there. I tell you what, you've got to be a youngster because you're quick off the mark with the old thumbs. All these old fellas that are in here, they can't be that quick. Yeah, thought so. Thought so. You never caught a carp. There should be. You just stick at it. Stick at it. There's a few places round. Yep, I'm nope. Your best bet is to try a few places. I know a couple of places. If you've never caught a carp and you're into fishing, yeah. Oh yeah, you said you were going to Bell's Mill. You'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. Cracking place. Um, if you're not sure of what to do, if you speak to John, who's the owner, he'll point you in the right direction, and he'll give you any tips or any advice that you need because it's a brilliant place. John's the owner. He's the guy that you'll pay, and he's a smashing fella, and he'll point in the right direction. He'll give you a few hints and tips, and also quick tip: sandwiches are beautiful there as well, and they drop them to drop them to the pit. Right, let's catch up with Seamus. Yeah, sounds fun, mate. I'm down because my channel was at 410. It dropped to 398. It's all these channels that expect me to get them back. I mean, that's not what my channel is for. It's burned me out, mate. I don't do it anymore. I've been into a couple where fishing ones that I've decided to go into fishing live streams, and that's what I'm going to do from now on. Sweet from kids, bits, mate. Was watching some where the fishes at a moat, beautiful place to fish. Sweet com kids. I'll look at that, Aaron. I'll have a look at that, mate. Try catching up with one later. Andrew W, how you doing, my friend? Nice to see ya. Yeah, hi Andrew. Oh, baby Taylor's so quick. Here's a tip. Go on. Oh, here's a tip I know. Waiting. How are you, Andrew? You had a good what's it? No, don't use the rag. Don't use the rag to hold slippery fish. Um, Wipe your hands after. What happens is if you try and hold a fish, if you use it holding a fish with a rag, and then say it's the same rag that you've used at another fishery, you have chance of cross contaminating the fish. And currently at the moment, there's I've just read it in the magazines today. There's a new breakout of a herpes virus. Yeah, it's not a good idea to handle fish with a rag. Tell you what's a good idea. What you can do, and what I do, is use your landing net, put your hand underneath the landing net with the fish in, and then unhook it and hold it that way. And that's what I do with a lot of a lot of bream and things like that, because your net gets dried in the week. I always dry my nets in the week, or they're dipped at the fishery, so they're cleaned. So, Andrew, I'm good, mate. Had a couple of amazing trips out Moss Farm Fishery and Partridge Lakes. Oh, I really want to try Partridge Lake, but enjoying the sun, mate. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? I was going to also bring maggots because you'll have a chance to catch a roach from one to two. But oh my god! Andrew, what you doing? Getting out for 3 days this week? You're not reading the stream, baby Taylor. I like my line, not quick. I'm using my toes on the keyboard. Dojo's back. The Hummer's gone now. Yeah, anyone who's not aware, Dojo had to go for a shower. £140 a car, shallow. Oh mate, fishing shallow. It's not something I do a lot of, and it's something that I really need to try and sort of get into a little bit more. Using like shallow floats and all that kind of thing. I've seen a couple of decent videos on it, but I don't do it a lot. It's your birthday in August. BTW. What does BTW mean? I'm not a youngster. I have no idea. But yeah, I quite like using caster. I caught quite a few, by the way. Yes. All right, Dojo. King of shallow. Yeah, Andrew. I'll have to. You only caught five fish in my life. Well, let's do more fishing. I'm sure that you get to Bell's Mill, mate, and a perch. You get to Bell's Mill, mate, and you'll catch an absolute rake of fish. You're talking if you've caught 5 fish in your lifetime, you'll catch about 30 fish, at least 30 fish. Crucian and Tench at Moss Farm. I enjoyed that more, to be fair. I bandied the cast. It makes such a difference. It does, mate, because I always think this as well, because of the because of the fact that it's sort of halfway, so it's lengthways rather than that way. Because if you watch a caster fall through the water, it actually sits on top of the water, or it drops through the water that way. It never drops down like that. So if you've got a hook on, always drops the wrong way. So you bang on, mate. Bang on. I totally agree with you. It really does make a difference. I put, I had, I had 2 casters on my hook, and I had one on the band to make them float. And then I don't know if you're aware of this. Here's a quick tip for you guys. Talking about tips, on my hook length. This is me pole fishing. I made sure all my shot was up right by my float, and then if you rub behind the back of your ear, and then rub along the line, it makes your line float. So what I did was, and I caught one like this. I didn't catch many. You've got your float with your shot, and then your lines floating with 3 casters, especially if they're dark casters because they float. Excuse me a second. It's all right, baby Tyler. God, you're so quick on the whatsy, quick on the mark. I like a big brain, and at Bell's Mill, talking to Baby Tyler again very quickly. At Bell's Mill, the skimmers jump. Skimmers do this occasionally in some certain venues. They jump out the water when they're caught. This is really what Aaron's put. Had a bloke at Huntington fishing next to me last year, fishing shallow on the pole. He had one of them Preston floats that the line goes right through and you lift it up and down. Yeah, pretty cool. And I don't put videos on yet, mate, but were inspiring me to. If you have an Instagram, it's all pics, mate. I'll check it out. What I do is I was talking to the guys. I was talking about the trying to catch up with everybody on the live streams and whatever. And I have a look at everybody's what's it. But I'll come back and I will look at that, mate, and have a look at yours. I have an Instagram as well. It's Fish with fish, I think it says on it. Or if you put fish with Bish, it'll come up. But I've not been on there for a while. Um, but I used to get quite a lot of views. I don't know why, because I never hashtagged anything. But anyway, don't put this was a very he banged off a big cart with banded hard pellet. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Aaron. Also, the benefit of using a banded hard pellet as opposed to, like Andrew was saying, using a caster is with the hard pellet. So when I fish with a hard pellet, I can catch 5, 6, 7, even 8, 9 fish with one banded pellet. Because it's on a band, it's nothing to do with the hook. The hook gets caught in the fish's mouth, and the pellet just stays there. The only time it sort of it's when it starts to deteriorate because it's been in the water for a while, then they tend to come off. Bream in the Manchester canals, yeah. Yeah, if anybody wants to promote the channel, they want to promote their Instagram or their Twitter or anything like that, please do, guys. Please do. I'm not precious about my channel. I've always said this. If I can, I just love watching other people fish. I always like watching other people fish. I always like the info that other people can give me because everybody's perspective on what we do and what we see and whatever is different to what I do. And I've always said what I do isn't necessarily right, but it works for me. So if it works for me and I keep it simple, stupid, which is what I say, I keep it simple because I'm stupid. So if it works for me, then it'll work for you. That's my view on it. Like my life, thank you very much for coming in. Thank you very, very much for coming in. Baby Taylor's only been fishing for 4 years. Mate, I'm jealous. You've got all that fishing to. How old are you? You've only got just. You've got all that fishing experience to come, and it's brilliant now because you can watch. I'm not saying watch me, but you can watch guys who know what they're doing. Don't watch me. You can watch guys who know what they're doing and whatever, and you can teach yourself something. You can always teach yourself, mate. You can teach yourself how to do so many different things on YouTube. You want to learn how to tie knots. You want to learn how to make a rig. You fish with a rod and reel, or do you fish with a pole? Right, let me just. Allotment Live, thank you so much for coming in. Thanks, Brian. I'll see you real soon. Please come back in, and as I say, I will catch up with some of your videos, my friend. Bish, we should be able to make 2 vids each when we meet, and not to mention when I come up your end. Yeah, what I'll do, Seamus, is you're right, and then what we'll do is we'll spread them out over a period of time. Maybe put some up at the same time as each other, and then maybe like Oh, thank you, Andrew. That's very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. Happy Fishing UK. Where you been? Where you been? You've missed all the good stuff. It's all dross from now on. It's all rubbish from now on. We said, where's Happy Fishing UK? Missed it then. No, thank you very much for coming in. I hope you're well. Hope you're well. We've got Happy Fishing UK. We've got a new person in the stream called Baby Taylor, who's only 10. Just enjoying the fishing and stuff like that. So please look out for Baby Taylor's questions, and if you can help out, please do. So to fish with Happy as well. Yeah, yeah. Baby Taylor, please look at some of the guys that are in this. Some of these guys who are in this live stream here. Just take a look at them. I'm not saying because this isn't the type of channel that we are where we say subscribe, and all that kind of thing. Just take a look at some of the videos that these guys are putting up. Happy Fishing UK, as Guardian Adventures. Anyone that's putting any videos up, please look, because Seamus does totally different fishing than what I do, and it's excellent. So just take a look, my friend, and then you'll see. So Aaron, you're officially expanded pellet fish. I did, Aaron, but I can't. I don't know how you're feeling on this, but I don't understand why. Why bother? Why bother when you can get a wafter, which is one that sort of is almost neutrally buoyant, and it's the hook that takes it down. You've got your hard pellets, you've got your soft pellets, you've got meat, you've got corn. I just don't understand expander pellets because here's my theory on this one. Stand by for this. This is Bish gold. This is on an expander pellet. You're pumping the air out and you're putting the water in to make it sink. So why not just have a hard pellet or a soft pellet that already sinks? And you're filling the pellet with the water from the lake. So surely you're turning it into a bag of water. It's Bish's view on that one. Someone call me a liar, but there you go. Aaron Curry, thank you very much for coming in. Thank you for coming in. We've got a few guys here now. Can we hit the like, please? What I'll do, as soon as we get a few more people in, I'll show. No, I'll show you in a minute. Show you in a minute because that's a bit horrible. That is. Right, how was your holiday, mate? Thank you. So just catching up with you guys. I'll be with you in just a second. Can't I? Baby Taylor, the Swordfish Court was a little purchase the size of your pink key. Asgardia Adventures, awesome, happy. That will be cool. As it was, thank you, Dojo. Thank you, Seamus. Steve's in the house. Steve's in the house. Baby Taylor, check out Steve, who is the Black Country Piker. He lives around in the Black Country area. You're King Swingford, did you say that area? He's brilliant, brilliant channel. Watch how he looks after the fish. That's the biggest thing I can say to you about Steve. Just watch how he looks after the fish. He's a cracking guy, and he's got a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant channel. Steve, it'll be me next week, mate. Me next Friday. I'm still going to do the live stream next Friday. I'm going to try and do one while I'm away on holiday, but I don't, mate. I don't know where that is. I tell you what I'd do, Baby Taylor. Don't give too much information out in the live stream. Okay, my friend? Don't give out too much info. Okay. It's all about safety and stuff like that. It's nice that you feel confident enough to talk to us, but just keep it to, do you know what I mean? The basics. Brilliant. Glad you did. Okay. Just make sure that you keep it nice and safe. Keep all your info to yourself. Um, Yeah, but yeah, check out Steve's channel because that'll always give you the info about how to look after fish, how to unhook the fish, especially if you get some pike fishing and stuff like that. That's quite cool. I just drink this sunny water. But Steve, where you off to? Don't be sorry, mate. You don't have to be sorry. I'm just trying to keep you safe. That's all. I know because I've got kids. So, Steve, where you off to, mate? Right. I'll tell you what else. I'm going to call it a night, Bish. Take care. Dojo, thank you very much. Thanks for having a shower. We really appreciate the fact that you had a shower because it's nice of you, to be honest. Anyway, guys, if you've not seen Dojo's latest video, please watch it because he's producing some cracking stuff. So, what else? I'll tell you what I will do. I will show you this now, guys. Okay. Right. Got this week. Steve and Seamus, be prepared to be amazed. Garbolino, it's a meat chopper. Okay, so what you do is you put your meat, sorry, your worm chopper. So you put your worms inside, Can you see that movie? Worms and casters. Andrew W, you might like this. Worms and casters in there. Yeah, chops them all up nice and small. So, hang on. Let me just twist this open. If I can get it open, I'll show you. So you've got a centrifugal force. Look at that, bad boy. Look at that. This is, I'm getting this ready for winter fishing. That's quite, what's it? That's for doing what, the bait. As I say, and you just pull the string. I'll be doing a what's it on that? Yeah, it does look sharp. Yeah, worm murderer. Yeah, it is that way. I'm afraid you gardeners are all reeling back in terror. So no, it's as I say, it's what I'm going to be using in the winter because I'm going to do a lot of perch fishing in the winter. See what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with perch fishing, and then the first fish that I catch on the perch fishing video will be my personal best, and then we'll go from there. What I've done is I've got a self-adhesive measuring tape. This is how I'm going to do it. So I haven't got to weigh them every time. Self-adhesive measuring tape that I've stuck onto the landing net pole, and I'm going to go by length. So I'm going to go sort of down the American route, just so I can work out my personal best on the perch. Other segmented worms, how deliciously evil are. Let's do it. Yeah, if anyone's not seen Seamus do Stewie, then that's pretty good. So, Lapman spellers, you should have, Dojo. You should have gone a while ago, and then you wouldn't have seen it. The price, mate. I've got this from my local place called Mal Stories. Mal Story, you owe me a shout out. And if you look on there, mate, it's $8.99. I've been looking for one of these for an absolute age, and they were all about 30, 40 quid that I saw. But yeah, that's the one. I will be doing a video and doing a link below on this, but I don't know how I'm going to approach cutting the worms up on the video. So I'm thinking what I might do is get Chinese noodles, so we can see it. So yeah, there you go. Right, where are we? And I definitely want to know what's that price. I always feel guilty using my chop scissors. Aaron, I do as well. I don't know about you, Aaron, but I've got ones that I've got like three blades, and you do it. No, and I don't like that, but that sort of takes the, because you can sort of do that, and not look really. And apparently on the instructions it says the more you do it, the finer the chop they are. Oh, so there you go. If no one's seen what Steve just put, he says get one of those tattoos on your leg of a measuring tape, and then I can just hold the fish as a measuring tape on my leg. Oh God, sometimes. Yeah, I love Mal stories, to be honest. Apparently, used to be a bit of a lad on the fishing circuit. It used to be that if he was always the one that could winkle out a fish on the river, always the one. Um, but yeah, he was a bit of a lad back in the day. My stories are great, much better than the angling direct. Aaron, I'm not saying anything because you might find out in the future, but I'm not saying anything. But Mouse Stories is my favourite spot. Love the lad who normally gets the maggots and that. He's just had his hair cut. He got the most amazing afro. Brilliant guy. Uh, No, mate. I think, Andrew. I think looking at this, if you look at the, if you look at the, can you see how it works? So there's a small blade. There's like several blades. Yeah. So the if you look at that bottom blade, it's actually close to the bottom of the bottom of the pot. So if you look, mate, see it? I can't. When I do the video, you'll be able to see better. But can you see how close that is to the bottom? So it will do small amounts. It'll probably do two, three worms. Because I don't know whether you're going along the lines of what I'm thinking. Because I only ever do small amounts of the chop. So I do a small amount of the chop, and then I put it in my in my pole pot, and then drop it in. So where am I story? Might sound weird, but what's your name? What, me? My name's John, but everybody calls me Bish. Everybody calls me Bish. That's why it's Fish with Bish. Um, my even my wife calls me Bish, and my dad calls me Bish, and my brother calls me. Everybody could just calls me Bish. Rob Piker's in the house. Rob Piker drones. I just called in to say hi and show my support. Thank you very much. And listen, guys, Rob Piker drones came in and watched one of my videos with when I'm just starting to use the drone, and was quite kind enough. I think he was being a bit gentle with me, really, because I'm aware that I need a lot of work on my drone work. But I've listened to what he said, and I've watched the videos that he's put up. They're amazing. The music is amazing. The visuals are amazing. It's just brilliant, brilliant stuff. Um, but I really do mean what I said when on my replies. If there's anything you think that I could do better, please tell me. Please tell me, because I'm not. It's like I always say, I'm not precious. I know, like I'm a ham-fisted idiot most of the time. But if people tell me, then I can make it a little bit better. So thank you very much for coming in and telling me. So let's have a look. Sky Adventures, you're all welcome for a lighting show. Yes, Seamus and his as Guardian lightning strikes the other night. It was amazing over here. Um, Great big fort lightning. They seem to hang in the air as well. No, Rob Pike, I really do mean this. Please, guys, check out Rob Piker's videos. Um, I don't think I've ever seen one where you're talking or anything like that, but the drone shots. I saw one of a castle, and you're coming along there. I don't know what the title is, mate. I do apologise. If you know the title, please put it up. But you're coming across the rocks, and then up to the castle. It's just some of the most amazing drone shots I've ever seen, and that's what I'm aspiring to. I want to move it slowly and bring it up and stuff like that. So, but what was the biggest fish you caught? Uh, Baby Taylor, I think it's probably my biggest fish so far. He's an I don't measure them or weigh them that much, to be honest. But it's about an 18-pound car that I caught on the pole. It was very difficult to get it in, very difficult, because I'd only got a light line on. I'd only got a light elastic. I'd only got an 8 to 10 elastic on, and if ever you've seen people, they just go round and round in a circle. I just couldn't lift it to put it in the net, and then eventually I just timed it, put my net in, and the fish, as it swam round, just swam into the net, and that's how I got it. And then when I lifted the net up, I had to hold onto the net rather than the pole to lift it up, and its head and its tail were hanging either side of the net. Mate, keep going, and you'll be catching these kind of fish. You will be catching these kind of fish. Watch some of these guys that some of these fishing channels. Look out for hints and tips. Uh, if you're new to pole fishing, watch mine. If you need a bit more professional, look for Jamie Hughes. These are the guys that you need to watch and watch techniques on. Watch out for a guy called Jamie Hughes. Watch out for a guy called Andy May. John Arthur is another one, and another guy who isn't sort of in their league, but if ever you want to learn how to do feeder fishing, there's a guy called Jamie Harrison on a catch video channel. That's pretty cool. So let's have a look. He's a spitting. My dad. I call my dad Spartacus because he is the spitting image of an older Kirk Douglas, and he makes me laugh. He makes me laugh so much. I sometimes I've only got to look at him, and he sends me off. And people have commented in the some of the videos that don't show me dad enough respect. If you've seen him fall in, or his hat fall off, or his glasses fall in, or his chair. Oh my god, when his chair collapsed on him, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Right, let's go. Yeah, his drone shots are what's it? Best of the cut small amounts when you're pole fishing. Yeah, it is, mate. It is definitely right. There's a baby tailor. Whoa, geez, Rob Parker, nice fish. Baby tailor smiling. Aaron was watching one of your videos the other day. Yeah, call your dad Spartacus. Yeah. Thanks, as Guardian. Andrew W. I'm just catching up with you guys. Speak to Jamie sometimes as an unbelievable feeder angler, mate, and an awesome bloke. Andrew, I speak to Jamie. He sent me a message. I don't know if you've seen. I did an interview with him at. The big fishing show at what's it? But I had no audio, and he did say at that time that we should do a video together. But I think he's getting too busy now. He's starting to get pretty high up now. Since he's broke with I think it was, I don't know whether it was dynamite baits, but he's doing his own thing about ground baits and things like that, which is pretty good. And his A to Z is good as well. I quite like that. Brilliant. Bell's Bell's Mill. That's it. Bell's Mill. Yeah. Oh, so he went to meet your granddad, and he had a go, did he? And caught a carp. Bell's Mill, baby Taylor, I'm telling you, Bell's Mill, you'll have a wonderful, wonderful time. The trick is, if I was going to tell anybody a trick about pole fishing, is take it easy, take it slow. Don't sort of yank your pole in the air and throw your pole around. Just lift your pole, move it slowly towards you, and just take your time. That's the best thing I can say to you. Just take your time and just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. That's what fishing's all about. It's not about how many fish you catch. It's not about how big the fish are. If you're in a match, obviously it is. I'm not gonna deny that. But if you do what I do, which is pleasure fishing, and what a lot of these guys that do here, you'll hear them say, and Aaron will back me up, Andrew will back me up, and I'm sure Rob Piker, because he used to fish, and Seamus will back me up as well. The best part of going fishing is going fishing and just having a nice time. I'm sure you'll be going with. I'm sure you're going to be going with your dad or your granddad or both. Um, just listen to what they've got to say and just enjoy yourself. Just enjoy. Just have a nice time. And taking a float rod. Ooh, that'd be nice. Just make sure the clutch is set just right, because there are some big fish at Bell's Mill and they'll just take you all the way over. I'll tell you what they've got there as well, baby Taylor. Just your granddad. Mate, if you're going with your granddad will knows exactly what he's doing. Listen to what your granddad says. Be safe on the bank as well. That's another good thing. So just have a great time. Please, please come back next. When are you going? By Willie Worm. I know he's still sponsored by Willie Worms. He if you notice when he does the bit in his tackle, then there's a little strategically placed thing there, which is pretty cool. Mate, Andrew, don't you think he deserves it though? I just think he's perfect for this for like the YouTube and the social media and things like that. And I think uh, I just I just think the guy, he's the one that when I first started, he's the one who inspired me the most. To be honest, at that time, I think he only had a couple of thousand subscribers. I think he's up to about 10,000 now. But he's so approachable. He's a lovely, lovely man, and he's great on camera. Really comfortable. Um, and he's very similar to, well, I say he's very similar to me. He's similar to me in the fact that he takes his dad fishing with him when he goes. Did you see the most recent one, Andrew, where he was doing the £12,000 qualifier, and he missed out by about £8, which was two of the bigger bream. It was so close, really. Angler Liam's in there. How you doing? How you doing, Liam? He has worked so hard, Andrew, and he really did it. He really sort of deserves it, I think. Yeah, Park Hill, that was it. Did you see how far he had to go down? No, not me. Pleasure fisherman, me. Can't park the car beyond the peg. I'm disappointed. Right, I see what Liam's been up to. Had a cracking day's fishing today. A 12 off the top, biggest being £10. Well, you saying that, Liam? Andrew had a good day. Andrew W had a good day last week. Catching off the top as well. Happy Fishing UK. Hello, Liam. Yeah, all good. How's everyone been today? I've been fine, Liam. I'm just saying, just saying that. Just saying. Sorry, Liam. Just saying that. I've not done as much as I wanted to do this week. Do you know what I mean? I've not been sort of as productive as I could have been this week. No, it happens sometimes. No, there's not, Aaron. There's not enough kids fishing. Probably, where are we? Probably had about £60 or so. Love it, love it. It has been a bit warm. We were saying earlier, Liam. I don't know whether you agree with this. We're thinking, or I was thinking, it's the weather. It's turned everyone. So it's got Aaron. It sucks, don't it? I reckon my daughter loves to fish, and she's a good bless her. Makes me wonder what it will be like him. Aaron, I'm the same as you. Are you, John? John Taylor. You wait, Taylor. I'll sort you out. See you later, Kate. Oh, daughter's going to bed. I never took an interest in it. Aaron, it's no good, is it? We need these kids to start taking up angling. Baby Taylor, you wait till I see you. Andrew, I'm at Partridge, Sunday Bish. One day we'll have to fish it. Need to try some river fishing. Yeah, I'm the same, mate. Steve's got a dash. Wife's doing all the packing. Great feed as always, guys. Steve's in trouble. Steve's in trouble. Yeah, you better get out there, John. Steve, better get out there, son. Liam's gonna start joining the open matches. There was a mirror put on our shoe. Actually, that's funny. 174. Is that Alf Church, Liam? I think it is, isn't it? The Horseshoe Lake. Yeah, yeah. Do we not have the conversation, Liam? You were waiting till there was a few more people doing it. Yes, yeah. Sorry, Steve. Yes, have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, mate. We'll see you when you get back. Yeah, I thought you meant horseshoe. That's what I thought. You can't go Friday. You're at work, John, or Wednesday. Let's have a look. Uh, yeah, I'm sure we had that conversation, didn't we, uh, Liam, about whether that was it with the holidays person. Yeah, he was waiting till you maybe get a few more people in, and then it's worth taking the punt with the money, and it really. So yeah, I wish I could do it. I miss the competitive side of fishing. Yes, baby Taylor. Um, yeah, I wish I could do a bit more competitive stuff on the fishing. It would. I'd like to fish a few comps. I think what I might do is actually do a video just of me doing a one match one time, going through the total price, the what do they call it? It'd be the first time, like on doing the draw, doing getting to the peg, like setting up and things like that. The amount of time it takes me to bloody set up, the match will be halfway over. But it'd be interesting to see if I turn, because I used to match fish. I used to go every week match fishing. See if I could actually turn on the speed part of it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. It's a totally different. Yeah, imagine if I won. Liam, it wouldn't work. Wouldn't work. You've seen how I fish. I don't know whether I've got it in me to. I suppose I could. See, you've got me thinking now, mate. You really have got me thinking now. I don't think I'd win at all. I don't think I'd win, but it would be an event, wouldn't it? Yeah. So no, it'd be pretty interesting to actually just do the video, really. Um, and I think what I might do is do a video at each venue that I go to, because literally there's only 4 or 5 that I do. I need to do expand. Like Mike and Aaron was telling me about. There's a place called Mearside. I don't know if you've ever fished that, Liam, which is by which is by Earlswood Lakes. It would be an event. Would be an adventures, Guardian Adventures. It'd be like maybe I could live stream from the bank. Would you take me? How many what's it would that take? How many gigabytes would that take? Bloody hell! So that's a really good idea. That is, mate. Just do a random peg selection. Um, yeah, that's a really good idea. That is. That's a really good idea. Yeah, pegs not legs. I know what you mean. That's a really clever idea, that is, mate, because that it really would be random. Because the fisherman in you would have a look at the lake, and you'd think to yourself, "Oh, I fancy that one there because it's got this or it's got that," as opposed to when you're fishing a competition, all you do is go to the one that you draw out the peg. It's a really clever idea, mate. I like that idea. I could use that in a video. You're not copywriting it. I got you. Yeah. See, mate, that's what I do. I try not to now, and I try to fish in different spots and stuff like that. Pegs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a clever idea. That is. I quite like that idea. Just have a drink of water, guys. Yeah. So I don't know what the delay is on there. Where are we? We're on a 1 hour 25 minutes. So I'm just going to give it another 10 minutes, guys, because I've got things I need to do this evening, ready for tomorrow. But yeah, get them troughing on the top. The bed was likely to fish a chuck. But a lot of the places that I fish, Liam, they won't let you use bread on the top. Yes, baby Taylor. Yes, baby Taylor. The frogs, mate, I've still got loads and loads and loads and loads of little baby ones, about the size of my little finger nail. So no, it's yeah, he's got a voice that makes a Wolverine purr. Yeah, the frogs are absolutely everywhere. I had to cut the grass. So what I did was I beat the grass first and picked up as many as I could. But to be honest, even after I cut it, there was loads there, absolutely loads. I don't really want to put them in a tank, to be honest, mate. What happens is they come out they come out the pool, and then they just spread continuously out. They move to their own different areas and stuff like that. So, right, Bish, I'm off for a lie down. Nice to pop in and have a great weekend, mate. Aaron, thank you very, very much for coming in. It's brilliant to see you. Andrew, thank you very much. And as I say, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. So great stuff. Thank you very, very much for coming in. And I'll see you all real soon. We'll see you next Friday. Be a short one next Friday. Um, Oh, he's building a carport. Don't start me on that, Liam, for God's sake. Yeah, good night, everybody. Thank you very, very much for coming in. We'll see you all real soon. I'm fishing. I'm not fishing next week, but I'm catching up. So there will be a video. There will be a video, hopefully. So no, thank you very much. There will be a live stream next week, but it'll be a shorter one because I'm driving on Saturday morning early. So thank you very much for coming in. We'll see you real soon, guys. I always get this bit wrong. Bye.